Hello, 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 everybody. Hi, my name is Eve. This is Eve's Creations Paint Party. It's Friday night. What? We're going up and away, up and away. And let's say hello to you know who. Say hi to your fans, Butters. Say hi, buddy. I know we're so excited. Say hi to everybody. What you doing? Here you go, buddy. There you are. So tonight, we're say hello, hello, hello. If you're painting with me, let me know if anyone's painting with you, with me. We're doing up and away balloons, right? I'm going to show you. Main focus is going to be how to shade them. All right, guys. So let me show you my handy dandy table. Same colors every single time we paint. Red, yellow, blue, white, and black. The weapons this evening is Big Boy. He is a 1-inch flat. We have Mini-Me in the house. He is a small shader. We have Tiny. He is a small round. And of course, Mr. Nifty is hanging out. There he is. When you clean your brushes, you want to swirl. You want to tap. You want to dab on your paper towel. You want them in the shape of your bristles. You want it to be wet but not dripping. All right, roll call. Everybody's coming in here. Oh, yeah. You guys are on point tonight. Marsha is here. Hello, 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 Marsha. How are you? Captain's in the house. Hello, 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 Becky. What's up, Joan? Joan is in the house tonight. Oh, yeah. Of course, Mr. Nifty. Right? Of course, of course, of course. And let's see. Who else is coming in? I just saw, okay, is that it? All right. There's Debbie. Hello, 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 Debbie. How are you doing, sweetheart? And let's see. So there is a link for PayPal. It's not necessary. You can just X out of it. Stars are enabled tonight. It's always, always, always free to watch, and tips are appreciated. My replays are only going to be available for 30 days on Facebook, and then you have to head over to YouTube. YouTube is the same name, Eve's Creations Paint Party on YouTube. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. It doesn't cost a thing, but it helps yours truly out. Very much so. If you want to purchase any of my original artwork, which I know you do, you have to head on over to my Etsy shop. Alright, so let me share Etsy with you guys. Boom. Alright, if you would like some merchandise, Kimberly is in the house. You want those brush sets? You know, the brushes that last for 8 years. We're talking years. Of course, we have our awesome paint shirts. I know Marsha got one, Joan got one, everyone's got one. So we have those available. You could create your own with all the awesome sayings we say all the time. So that is all under merchandise on my website, which is that. All right, and again, support is appreciated. I have PayPal, I have Venmo, I also have Zelle. It's a barcode, so if you want my Zelle information, let me know. All right, so there's PayPal. Let's do some Venmo. Make sure it's me, guys. If you don't see Eve's Artistry in the name, it is not me. So make sure you're just using these links, okay, guys? All right, so I think I linked you guys all up. I think we're all linked up. Hi. How y'all doing? All right, let me put you guys in your handy-dandy holder. Handy-dandy holder time. Oh, yeah. Tell me this isn't the prettiest thing you've ever seen. I love this painting. It took me forever. I'm not going to lie. It took me forever to paint it. So, you know, guys, I show you up to about layer 3. You know that. I show you what you need, and then you're going to have fun and create on your own. And then you're going to share it with me, because my next fam video of everybody's great work is going to be Joan's. It's going to belong to Joan, because she posts her paintings all the time, guys. Post your paintings. We share as a family. If it's Eve's inspired, post it, okay? And so everybody can see where everybody is at, right? Don't be self-conscious about it. We all start somewhere, and you sharing yours where you're at is going to encourage somebody else to share theirs where they are at. All right, guys? So keep that in mind. Please post and share the work that you're doing. I love to see it. It helps me gauge what you guys need to see and need to learn. So it helps me too, other than just the fact that it's awesome to look at. All right, guys? So I will put a post. Hello, Nikki. Nikki's on time to share your work. All right? Make sure you do that. Okay? Also, comment and like the posts. Okay? I have a very large following on this page, and I get 2 likes on my videos. That does not help me. And hitting that little button doesn't cost you anything except a little, just a little boop. Just a little boop, okay? And so keeps me encouraged, keeps me motivated to see the likes and the views and the comments. So please, 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 I've been posting a lot, and I'm getting 2 little likes, and that doesn't help me on the app. It doesn't. All right, it doesn't. So I am asking you, please, hit the buttons. Hit the buttons. Please. Oh, cheese and crackers. Also, don't forget, subscribe to the YouTube. All my videos are kid friendly. I'm going to try to watch this thing. If you guys could watch your comments, that would be great. All right, so I am working on a 16 by 20 canvas. It is 16 this way, 20 straight up and down. I can't show you both what I'm working on in the finished project. So take your screenshots, swipe the comments off, and you can take your screenshots. Nikki is here. Carrie is here. Hello, 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 Carrie. How are you doing, sweetheart? Everybody, welcome Carrie to the fam. Oh, yeah. Those of you following my make 'em up journey, bright and bold, baby. Bright and bold. I think I did a pretty good job. So, thank you. Also, have fun with this. You guys can make your balloons any colors you want, right? You can make your person any type of person you want, right? So, I want you guys to have fun with this, all right? And stars is enabled, so, art supplies aren't free. I think I said everything already. I think I'm on point. Imagine that. All right. So, you guys ready? Let's do it. Let's do it. Thank you so much. Lucinda's here. Coming in, sending stars. Hello, 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 Lucinda. How are you doing, sweetheart? What's going on, doll? Coming in with an entrance. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Oh, yes, I do. Just getting my tea. Just getting my tea because I forgot to grab my tea. Cheers, everybody. Oh, and did I plug yous in? Yep, you guys got your jolt. Okay. Alrighty then. So, if anybody wants to purchase the original, it is available. You get the Off the Easel special of $50 off after the live or the replay. Just direct message me. If anybody who sends support of $5 or more, direct message me so I can send out your free brushes. Nice, Lucinda. That sounds awesome. So, that message on Facebook, you hit that message button. You talk to me directly. Any questions, any concerns, sending me your address for the free brushes for support of $5 or more. Any of that, guys. That is the quickest and most efficient way to contact Eve, is that message button on the top of my Facebook page. Those of you that want to enjoy posts that aren't my page, like they're page related, or it's Little Man, or it's my original works, on my picture on the circle, right on the top of the Facebook page, if you see a blue ring around it, that means that there's videos posted for you to enjoy. Okay, they're called stories. So you just click on my face, and you'll get to see those videos too, so you can enjoy them. It's the band I like, the Little Man, original art, events that are coming up. So you know, hit the picture to watch the stories. That's okay, Carrie. No worries. It's all good. I have PayPal. I have Zelle. I've had people do it old school and use the mail. It's $5 or more to get Mr. Nifty's. Yep. So anybody who sends support of $5 or more, and that's because postage is like about $1 something. Yeah. That's why that is. Okay. Alright. What was Eve doing? Eve was painting. That's what Eve does. I paint. I paint. You guys ready? All the mighty blank canvas. All the mighty blank canvas. But we're going to hit it with our almighty brushes. Right? We're going to hit it with our almighty brushes. So I am going to take Big Boy. And we are going to do white and blue. White and blue. That's it. How much is it for one of my painting stands? What do you mean, Nikki? Painting stands. I have the paint kits, which actually are not in stock right now. They have a small easel in front of them, but they're out of stock, and I just sell the brush sets. So I'm not sure what you mean by painting stand. I did put it in my noggin to put together like a Amazon wish list or something, but that's for me, not for you guys. Right? It is an adorable painting. Nikki, you threw me all off. An easel. Yeah, you can get easels, so blue and white. There is an easel in my paint set, in my paint kit, but like I said, those are out of stock right now. You can get an easel, you can get a nice tabletop easel, a metal one for, they're on a lot of the sites. They're about like anywhere from $15 to $20, the tabletop easels. So you go on any of the art sites, Michael's or Blick or any of those, you can find yourself a tabletop easel, a metal one. It's like the easels I use for my paint parties. Did you guys, Nikki's bringing up a good point. Let me ask you something, right? Let me ask my demographic. I'm just taking blue and white, putting a nice thin layer, right? Making sure I get coverage. And I want to soften this out because the balloons are so bright and bold. I want this to be a very blended background. So I'm just swiping over it a lot. A lot. Would you guys be interested in... Because Nikki just brought up the easel, and I have the brush sets, and I had the paint kits, which had everything in them, right? Everything you could possibly need. Would you guys be interested in me setting up merchandise to purchase, but it's all separate pieces, like the set of fluffies, the Big Boy, an easel, a palette? Like, would you be interested in the separate pieces? Hi, April. Me making them available to just buy the one thing without buying the full set or the full kit or any of that. Would that be something that you'd be, Hi, April. Like if I set it up to where you can just buy individual supplies that I recommend, and you can one-stop shop right on my website instead of having to find the things on your own, because it would be products that I stand by, and you can get it that way. Yes, that would be something. Alright, I'm dipping my brush in a little bit of water, and I'm just going to smooth this out. Make sure I don't have any goopy gobs going on. Okay, and like maybe like different types of brushes. Yes, Carrie, Sue, yes. So it'd be like different types of brushes, not necessarily the ones I use for every video, but like the ones that, like a liner brush or like the different types of fan brush. Like, yes. I was in your head today while you were doing modeling paste. I heard you tell me, leave it alone, because I kept messing with it. That's hysterical. I'm in your head. Yes, on the different types of brushes, like the different sizes, and, okay. All right. The thought's getting initiated right here. My sister, my lovely sister, my rock, she actually, believe it or not, guys, which is completely amazing of her, my computer is so old that it's not processing videos anymore, and I went over her house to do some work for her, because she does stuff for me and I do stuff for her, and that's how it works. She very graciously got me a Chromebook that's all up to speed and has all the specs I need. We asked one of the official guys, she does the Geek Squad through Best Buy, and she said, what's the best Chromebook for editing video, downloading pictures, updating websites, all of that stuff. So, I'm going to be getting that. It was very sweet of her. And, I'll be able to get a lot more stuff done, because I will have a working computer that's a good speed and does all the graphics and everything else. So right now I'm doing my inventory. The paintings are landing on Etsy first, and then I'm going to be updating the website. So I got lots of plans this year. Lots of plans for you guys to have you have whatever you need and make it easy for you to guys to order, and to have lots more, hi Carolyn, lots more videos of me instructing things, and lots of art to look at. So all good things coming this year. So I have a whole list of stuff, and I'm going to try my best to stay on point. Right now I've been working on inventory. It's taken me months. But we're going to have lots of positive things this year. So looking forward to it, and looking forward to sharing it with all of you. So I can't wait. All right. So that's all nice and smoothed out. No goopy gobbies. We don't want any of that. Right? And now we just need green, right? So same colors, white, blue, and now I'm going to add the yellow. And the more yellow you add, the more of a Kelly green color you're going to get. Right? Right, Becky? I'm excited. I have a lot to do. If there's anything, again, back to my message button, if there's anything you guys would like to see, or, you know, as far as the merchandise is concerned, or a painting, or an idea you may have, anything you guys would like to see, message me, you know, because this is all for you guys. So let me know what's up. Let me know what's going on, what you're thinking. You know what I mean? Let me know all of those things. Okay, so again, I'm going to swipe over this numerous times to blend it all together, right? Because I want these colors to be, you know, flat, not all fancy with brush strokes and everything else. I just want them smooth and simple and pretty. Okay, because the focal point, of course, in this painting is the balloons. So, and you just keep swiping over it. The more you swipe over it, the more it's going to become blended. And you want to make sure, I have to grab more white paint. Nice, smooth, flat, enough for coverage, but it's not being all goopy, right? We don't want no goopy gobs. No goopy gobs. And we want to make sure that we have enough room in our sky for our stack of balloons. Okay, so I brought the sky a little bit past halfway. a little bit past halfway down my canvas, right? And the horizon line, hold my brush back here, straight up to the canvas, and just shoop, right across. Right across. Okay, faster you go, straighter it's going to be. Right, let me sneak up behind you because I know that grass line is not straight. That's what happens when you paint sideways. So let me just fix that a little bit. All right, there we go. That's better. That's better. That is better. Thanks, Becky. Appreciate that. Right? Nice and simple. Nice, simple, with all the springtime paintings coming up. You guys can totally do this background, and you can use it for lots of stuff. Lots and lots and lots of stuff. Lots of good things. Okay, so, hey, Karen, how are you doing, sweetheart? Everybody say hi to Karen. What? She's sneaking over with Lucinda. From Tiki Top. We are painting this, Karen. Tell me this isn't the most gorgeous, cutest thing you've ever seen. I'm going to show how to shade these lovely balloons and how to do proportions with your people. So we are painting this amazing piece tonight. For the most part, up to layer 3. I'm not going to, it took me, no lie guys, it took me about a week and a half to do that painting. So, don't expect to sit down in the next hour and a half and wind up with your painting being completely done, right? Give yourself time. Okay, now I'm mixing, tell Mother Nature about spring. Right? Right, April? Well, let's not rush it. Let's not rush it. I actually like when it's, winter because my allergies don't bother me. Okay, so I am mixing the blue, white, and green and yellow. Right, I'm getting a nice green color on my brush, and we're going to go across my line. Right, place my brush, and we're going to flick up. Okay, flicky, 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 flicky. Flicky, 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 flicky. We are flicky, flicky, flicky. Flicky, flicky do, flicky do, flicky do. Again, be careful. Make sure you're not going so high that you're not going to have your spot for your balloons. All right, now I'm going to wipe off my brush. Okay, and I am going to grab some more blue. How am I holding my brush? In the middle. I'm holding my brush in the middle, right? So nothing fancy, nothing fancy. And I'm just going to grab some more blue paint now with that green. And I'm wiping the brush to make sure I have a nice flat edge. I'm holding my brush in the middle. I'm going to put it straight onto the canvas. This way, the bristles are straight up and down, right? This first pass, my brush was this way. And I just pressed it to the canvas and then did a flick like that. Now I'm going to turn my brush this way, and we're going to do the same thing. So I'm basically going to put this corner in where I want it to start, and then I'm going to just flick upwards. And you're going to keep it moving. Keep it moving. Okay? And as soon as you start getting thicker pieces, that means that you're running out of paint on your brush and you're just pressing harder. So as soon as you start getting yourself thicker pieces, it's because you have to reload your brush. And we just start to press harder because we think that it's a marker for some reason. But it's not. And keep it moving so you wind up not smushing these all together. Right? Keep it moving. thanks for stopping in, doll. I appreciate it. Now I'm going to wipe off my brush again. And I'm going to grab some yellow. I'm going to grab my dirty yellow that has the green in it. And I'm going to grab a microscopic amount of white. Okay, a little bit. I'll load that onto the brush. Okay, again, making a nice flat edge. Cut you like a knife. And I'm going to do the same thing going across. Stick and move, stick and move. Stick and move. Alright, notice I have to reload my brush a lot more on this one because this is going to mush out real quick into the colors that you already have on here. So, reload your brush numerous times and wipe your brush off because you're going to pick up that dark paint. So, you want to wipe your brush off every once in a while too. Right, and then I'm just going to wipe off my brush again, and I'm going to grab a little bit of blue with the green, and I'm going to zigzag zoom across the bottom. Turn my brush the other way. And swipe. Gonna grab a little bit of water on my brush so I can blend this in to the rest of the grass. There, just like that. Just like that. Okay? Woohoo! We got a background, people. Now you guys can put whatever you want on this background. Whatever your little heart desires. Now we're going to map balloons. Yes, we are. Little man's asleep. I think it's hysterical. He gets himself so hyped up this whole time, and within 2 minutes of eating his treat, he's asleep. Alright, so you want to get clean white paint. Okay? Clean white paint, and we're going to map some balloons. So, these are all layered on top of each other. They're all layered on top of each other, so it's going to look like a big, crazy mess. Until we, hey Tina B, what's going on, darling? Until we separate them all by color. Now, I am going to show you how to do all of the layers on one balloon. I'll do a heart one. Alright, I am not going to show you all the layers on all 26,000 balloons that are, the sheriff isn't in here tonight, Tina. So, you know me, I give you what you need, and then I want you to have fun. The shading is a level up. If you can't get the shading, that's okay. If you make all your balloons different colors, it's gonna look just as adorable. All right, it's gonna look just as adorable if you just make all your balloons different colors. So if you can't get the shading, that's fine. But right now, all we're doing is mapping. So excuse me a second. I have to blow my nose. So I'm going to take Mini-Me and we're going to get some clean white paint. Mini-Me is a small shader. Okay, and I'm going to come in here And I'm going to find my center. And the first thing I want to do is the top part of the girl. All right, so I know all my balloons are going here. And starting here, right, I'm just going to drop in a small line. Right, it's okay if it mixes with the green. We are just marking where things are going to go. All right, so I'm going to map in a small little line. And then I'm going to make a triangle. Okay, we're going to make a triangle. Right, and you're going to swoop the bottom. So this triangle should be a little bigger than this line. Right? Just a tad. Just a tad. Right? And then I'm going to turn around. And I am going to put a little neck piece, even though you don't see any of this. It's just good practice. I'm going to come out this way. And in. Come out this way. And in. Okay. Keep this stuff small because we're going to be playing with it. We're going to be playing with it. And now, I know where my balloons are going to go. And, I'm so sorry for your loss. Hands and hearts for Tina, guys. Hands and hearts for Tina. Light it up. Light it up. Okay, so I'm going to wipe off my brush. We're going to grab the white paint, okay, and we're going to start with our first row. And we're just doing and I'm not too concerned with any of this. I'm not too concerned with any of this, okay? So one on the side. These are straight up and down for the most part, right? This one's coming out on the side. And is this going to look like a big old mess? Absolutely. Absolutely. Alright, now I'm going to take, I'm going to wipe off my brush. I keep wiping off my brush because I'm picking up the paint that's underneath. So, and now we're going to turn around, grab white paint, and we're going to color these in individually. And you're going to follow the curves of your balloon. Alright, so you color these in individually, smooth your paint out, make sure it's nice and smooth. I'm going to wipe off my brush and swirl tap dab it because I'm picking up paint that was underneath, you know, the green paint is coming off and that's okay. Alright, and then I'm going to do this one and individually paint it in. Alright, follow that curve, follow that curve. Right, wiping off my brush. You guys get the idea, right? Okay. Alright, next set. I got two big hearts coming out on either side of the balloon bouquet. Right? There's two big hearts. So, how do you draw a heart at an angle? The first thing you're going to do is draw a line at an angle. Right? And I'm going to draw a line at this angle. And then on either side of that line, I am going to do my heart shape. Okay, and you want the point to touch a balloon. And on this side, okay, once you have them drawn in for yourself, you can fill and fix. Fill and fix. Yeah, it's a cute one, right? Okay, now that I have this in, we're filling and fixing. Yeah, Becky asked before, so that $5 or more for the nifties, to get your free nifties is, that's through any sort of sending support thing. So if you send it in stars, if you send it PayPal, if you say it Venmo, if you mail me a check, if we use Zelle, it doesn't matter what kind of mode we use to send the support, that the nifties thing is the same across the board. Okay, guys? Alright, now that I have that in place, I am just going to put in, right? Again, the more you play with it, the bigger. I wore this shirt on purpose because it's so true, right? The more you play with it, the bigger it's going to get. And you're going to have lots of layers on these balloons to make your colors pop. All right. So now I am just going to put in like the top part of balloons in here. So there's one. You can see like the whole thing. Okay, and then I'm going to put in another little piece, right? Maybe another little piece right here. Okay, just doing the oval. Right, maybe another little piece right here. You don't have to fill in your balloons to look exactly how my balloons look. I'm probably not even going to get them to look like the original. Alright, and then I'm going to come up here, next layer, right? So I'm going to put one that's pretty much a whole balloon. And I'm just going to put in a curve here. Right? I'm going to put in maybe another piece that's more balloon right here. Okay, and all the sides are touching. Touchy, touchy. We got touchy, touchy going on. Touchy, touchy. Maybe another curve right here. And you just keep working your way upwards. Another curve right here. Maybe another whole balloon piece. And you want them all to like angle in, right? Notice how they're all angled towards this center part right here, okay? Because holding the strings, they're all going to be getting pulled this way, right? So you want to make sure that you're angling them all inwards. Okay, and we're just going to keep building this up. And if you want to add more heart ones, you can add more heart ones. It's your balloon bouquet. Do it however you want it to be. So mine has another heart, right? There's 3 hearts, and the heart is right in the center. So I'm going to find my center again. I'm going to put a line straight down, right? And I am going to curve this around. Do the curve on this side, right? Do both sides at the same time so you get an even Steven heart. Right? Nice thin layer of paint. And bring it in. Bring it in. Right? Fill and fix. Okay, nice and smooth. Nice and smooth. Smooth it out. Follow those curves, right? Smooth out any of your other guys. Alright. Now, I'm just going to fill in. Again, remember, they go like hands of a clock at an angle. And I'm just going to fill in other ones around it. Right? If you get any weird little spaces like this, that's okay. That's okay, because I have those spaces in here too. I have those spaces in here too, right? And you just put like a balloon color, that's all. And then this space, I left it the sky color. Okay, so if you get any of these weird little spaces like this in between your balloons, you're just going to fill it with a color and it's going to look like a balloon that's in the bunch. Alright, so don't stress those. They're going to happen. They're going to happen here and there. So don't stress it out. Okay, and you just want to fill this in. Doing little curved tops. Little curved tops. Every once in a while, put in a whole balloon shape. Right? Every once in a while, put in a whole balloon shape. You want to make sure these are nice and smooth. Right? Nice and smooth. Painting each balloon individually. Right, and come over on this side, do a balloon here. Right, hey Tina Marie, how you doing, sweetheart? Right, do a full balloon, right? Every once in a while, put a full balloon in. Thank you so much for the stars, Tina. Thank you. Woohoo! Appreciate it. All right. Thank you so much. And let's see. And we're going to put in another piece right here. Thank you so much for the stars. Thank you, guys. Okay, and you just fill this in as much as you want it to be filled in. That's all. Alright, that's all. So I'm going to swirl tap dab my brush. I'm going to swirl tap dab up my brush. And we're going to turn around and I am going to put dots all in the grass now that it's dry for the flowers. So they're literally just boop, 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 boop. Right? Just booping. I'm just booping. That's technical. Okay, we just booped. That's all. Now I'm going to grab Tiny. Tiny is a small round brush. And I'm going to grab my white paint. And right in here, I'm going to come out this way. Come out this way. Okay. And when I hit about halfway on this triangle, I'm going to bring it in. Right? And then I'm going to square this off. Wipe my brush off. And yes, did I just wipe my brush off on my shirt? I absolutely did. I absolutely did, right? Round the elbow out. Shoop. Okay, again, keep this as small as you can. Wipe my brush off. Come over here, round this elbow out. Swoop. Wipe my brush off. Now my skirt, here's the edge of my shirt right here and the edge of my shirt right here. So I'm going to line my skirt up with that. Alright, now I'm going to grab Big Boy. Big boy in the house. Oh, yeah. Thanks, Tina M. What's up, April? I would want to vary the white-gray mapping to keep the hearts separated in my mind. That's fine. Instead of white and gray, though, I would do white and then a whole bunch of white with a little bit of the color that you're going to make that certain balloon. Right? So this way, because the gray is going to dull your colors down. It's going to dull down your colors being underneath your colors. So if you're going to turn around and keep it all separate in your mind by adding some pigment, then you would grab like a whole bunch of white, right? A whole bunch of white, and then the tiniest amount, the tiniest amount of whatever color you're going to make that balloon. So this way, you're not going to be dulling your colors down. Okay? Yep. So, and say this one, right? And then I'm going to grab the tiniest amount and make sure it's all very, very, very light. Because this, what I'm doing right now, would be your second layer anyway. So you would just do this twice. You would just do this twice. If you need to do that while you're mapping to keep them all separate in your head, that is fine. Just make sure you're doing more white than anything else. Alright, now I'm going to grab Big Boy. He's got a lot of green left in him still. And I'm going to grab my white paint. And I'm going to boop that way and boop that way. Right? Swoop across. Swoop. Okay. Fill it in. Right? I'm going to go back to Tiny. Tiny in the house. Oh, yeah. And we're going to put in, again, leave it so you're not, you're going to put in her legs. All right? So they should be closer together than the rest of everything else. So mark it off so you have them in the center. Which mine are not. Mine are not in the center. Let's try that again. Damp paper towel. Just wipe it off. Just wipe it off. It's okay. You can start again. Alright, so here's my middle of my girl. And I'm going to go one on this side. And one on this side. Alright, so mark it off for yourself first. And then you're just going to bring these down. Keep them thin. Right? And this whole piece should be double this piece. So this piece, right, her shoulders are covered by the balloons. There's about that big. So this piece, 1, 2, right? 1, 2. So this whole piece needs to be double that. So whatever size you made the skirt, just make the legs accordingly. All right, if your skirt's really small, you just make your legs longer. If your skirt is larger, then make this part smaller. All right, so on the original, I cut her skirt. Her skirt was on her upper thigh, right? But on this one, her skirt is going to be probably about the knees. Okay, guys? So, depending on how large you made your skirt, just adjust the legs accordingly. That's all you need to do. Alright, ketchup mustard time. We're all mapped out. Woohoo! Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Right? That's what I'm talking about. Nice and easy peasy. We got all our mapping done. We know where stuff is going. We're going to be all, right? Seltzer time. Look what happened to my seltzer. Like the whole top went all weird. So, there we go. So next week is not going to be a painting. Next week is going to be a how-to. So I was thinking about this, and it's a how-to I never did. I'm going to wind up turning around, and it's going to be a how-to with all the things you can do, adding extra water to your paint. So, yeah, no, one cup in the morning, maybe 1 cup later on, and that's about it. It's tea, green tea, or seltzer. Yeah, I still have my soda. But, so we're going to do glazing, we're going to do washes, we're going to do, like, splatters. We're going to do all sorts of stuff and have fun with actually taking our paint and thinning it out. You guys, we've done it a lot, right? You know, I like the yellow one. We yellow glaze all the time because we add extra water to our yellow, and then that makes everything more golden. So I'm going to show you the different ways to set yourself up to be able to do a glazing. I'm going to show you how to do a wash for a background instead of to have really like let me show you this one painting and I'll show you what I meant. All right, so I did this. I was in an art war. It was really cool. And it was a whole bunch of artists together. We had a theme of Mardi Gras, and we had an hour to paint a painting. So the fact that we had an hour, I didn't want a full, just acrylic background. I wanted a wash. All right, so this way it would dry quick, and I could put my object on top of it. So this background is a wash. Okay. So I'm going to show you how, if you want to see it, that's what I painted. See how this is not solid acrylic paint. I did a washout. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do things like that. Alright, and I'm going to show you how to do the glazing and set up your objects to be able to glaze over it. Like the mask is kind of a glazing. See how there's thank you so much, April. See how there's like a hint of color under here? Right? So there's the glazing. I only had an hour, girl. Where's the trombone? So that made me think I never showed you guys how to do that in a how-to. So that's what we're doing next Friday. Okay? So there's no painting. It's going to be a how-to piece. All right. So thank you so much, Marcia. Thank you, sweetheart. So I'm going to turn around and grab Big Boy. And we need our little tufts of grass, right? So these are all things you can work on. Oh, yeah, Debbie, I hope you're feeling better. Hands and hearts for Debbie. We got lots of hands and hearts tonight. I saw you come in, Debbie. I was just in the middle of John, that's all. So hands and hearts for Debbie, guys. Light it up. Boop, 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 boop. Alright, so, Debbie's in the house. Okay, so we got little tufts of grass, right? So I'm going to fill the green on my brush. You just make sure it's a different colored green than your ground, right? Just make sure it's a different colored green than your ground. And we're just going to flicky-do, right, like we did these. Same thing. Right, so you press your brush and then you flick. Press your brush and then you flick. And you can add as many of these as you want. I did it like the rule of three main objects. But if you want to add small, if you go back in here, you make them smaller, right? So the further back you go, the smaller these would become if you want to put some more in. Right, and then I'm just going to grab some more blue. I'm going to flicky-do some blue in here. Right, I'm going to grab some more yellow. Flicky-do some yellow. Add a little bit of white to that yellow. Right, if your yellow's not showing up, just add a little bit of white. Or let this dry in between flicking all the different layers. Right, if you let it dry, you're not going to have a problem. I am just doing this like real quick like. Okay, there we go. Alright. And then I put a balloon that was floating off. So somewhere in the distance, I'm going to take Mini-Me, and we're just going to draw in a balloon shape. And that's the one that got away. That's the one that got away. Yep. Alright. So, now, the next thing you're going to do is what I already explained to April. You're going to do a whole lot of white. A whole lot of white. And then whatever color you're going to make your balloon. Alright, so, and start with your lighter colors first. Okay, because it's easier to overlap and all of that stuff. So, and I randomly filled these in. Okay, so I am just going to bounce in between, again, keeping your paint nice and thin. Tin, tin, tin. Okay, and I am just going to randomly fill in, spacing it out, my balloons with a whole lot of white and a little bit of color. Whole lot of white and a little bit of color. Right, and then I'm going to go to my next color, which I'm going to make orange. So I'm going to grab my red, and I'm going to grab it with that yellow, and I'm going to put white, so it's going to be peach first. You guys know the drill with orange already. Alright, so, and I outline my shape. Okay, cut your edges over, pick your winners and losers, whatever balloon you're going to have on top of the other balloon, right? Follow that curve as you're filling these in. Follow the shape of the balloon. Don't be like doing one of these and scribbling it all in there. You want to train your hands for these curves. Okay, you want to make sure that you're training your hand for these curves. Okay, so we're going to fill that in. And again, you're just going to bounce around your canvas and fill these all in wherever you want the different colors. Okay. Following the curve every time. Right, now I'm going to go into my pink. So I'm going to grab a whole lot of white and some red. Right, do my pink ones. Okay, and I'm overlapping them. We're overlapping them. See how I cut the pink right in front of the yellow one? That's why we start with our lightest colors first. And you can make these all pastel if you want to. Like if you want your whole bouquet to be pastel, you would just go over and do this again, adding white to your colors. Okay, any way you want to make it. Now I'm going to go into purples, right? So you just keep getting darker and darker. You just do darker and darker. So now I'm going to do some purples. Okay, and take your time, fill these all in for yourself. Whatever colors you want them to be. It's your world, it's your balloons. If you want to do just 2 different colors, that would look cute. That would look cute. If you wanted to do just 2 different colors, you could do that. If you wanted to do like maybe just, you know, red, white, and blue for, you know, Labor Day or Memorial Day or 4th of July or anything like that. You can do just red, white, and blue balloons. That would look cute too. Okay, so you guys can totally have fun with this. Making all your balloons all whatever colors you want them to be. Right? And you try to make it so no 2 colors are touching, but you know what? It happens sometimes. So if that happens, it's okay. It's okay. You can make the one balloon lighter than the other one. Or you can let it dry and just make it a different color, right? Now I'm going to do my green ones. Going to do my green ones. So you guys get the idea. Okay, I'm going to put in the first layer on these, but you guys get the idea. We're just coloring. That's all I'm doing. And they're not all in a straight line, Tina. Tina, they're not all in a straight line. Don't be making a row, and then a row, and then a row, and then a row. Okay? They're all bouncy, bouncy in between each other. Don't be putting these guys in rows. Right? And then you want to put a full balloon in every once in a while. Right? Just put a full balloon in every once in a while. Alright? To remind people this is a bouquet of balloons. Alright? And then if you want, all right. Thank you so much for the stars, April. Okay, so now, right, we got all that done. Now I'm going to take some clean white paint. And I am going to grab some red, and I am going to cut this heart. I'm going to cut this heart in front of all the other ones, because this is the one I'm going to show you the shading on. Alright, so I'm cutting this one in front of all the other guys, because I'm going to show you how to do the shading and highlights on this heart right here. And you're going to do that practice on all of the balloons. Alright? So, and again, if you're not there, it's a level up. If you're not there, if you just make all of your balloons different colors and then fill them all in and have them all nice and nice crisp edges and all that, it's not going to matter. Okay. So, now that I have that in place, thank you so much for the stars, April. Thank you, guys. Right? Hi, Sam. How you doing, sweetheart? So now, for the flowers, you're just going to fill in. I'm grabbing white and the color, and you fill in whatever colors you want your flowers to be. Right? And then once this is dry, you can just dab flowers in here. I don't even have them connecting with anything. Like, I have ones that are just floating in the middle of nowhere. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, so you're just going to put in these little dabs with your shader brush. That's all I did. Right, look, that one's not even connected to the plant. And you know what? Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Whew, alright. Moving right along. Let's do some roll call. Da, 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 da. Take a little mind break. Let's take a little mind break. Let's turn around. Ah, Sam, you got a job. Awesome, girl. Awesome. Hi. Okay. Now, this whole painting Basically, if you're doing this and spending some time on it, you can bounce from here to here, here to here, right? So this is drying, we're going to work on this part. This part's drying, you can work on that part. So you basically just bounce between the two sections to let the one section dry before working on the next section. Alright, and the first thing is we're just going to color, right? We're just going to color. So we're going to take Mini-Me and I'm going to do flicky doos through her skirt. Okay, and I'm going to take a little bit of blue. I'm going to take a little bit of blue with the red. Make a little purple. And I'm going to come from the bottom and I'm going to flick upwards. Okay, and I'm going to come from the side. And I'm going to zigzag zoom that into the middle a little bit. Right, and this is going to give you a darker tone for when you come in to do the pink. It's already going to have shading to it. And this is what I'm going to go over next week more in detail. But see, you can see the hints of purple under there. So it's adding your shading in. And then when you do the paint on top of it, it's going to cause it to look more 3D. Alright, so, and you can make her clothes any colors you want. You don't have to do what I'm doing. You guys know that. Okay, so we're going to cut, my palette's a mess. I'm going to make her shirt blue in this one. Alright, so we're just coloring at this point. That's all we're doing. White and our color. White and our color. Right? Go around my balloons. Take a smaller brush. Don't be lazy. Take a smaller brush and do your little points and your little pieces that are in between the balloons. Whoop! I just dropped Nifty. Nifty went on the floor. Okay, taking Nifty, right? Coming in here, doing all my smaller pieces. Okay. Close up. Close up. Alright, taking Nifty. I'm going to put her sleeves in. Alright, I'm going to swirl, tap, dab. We need a peach or whatever skin tone you're going to do your person in. So I'm grabbing a whole lot of white and a little bit of yellow and red. Whole lot of white. Alright, because this is your second layer and we need to cover all this up. Round the elbow. Taper it as you get towards where the hand is. Right, and on the other side. Round the elbow. Shoop. Taper it once you get to where the hand's going to be. The hands are just two little ovals. That's all the hands are. They're just two little ovals. You have a great night, Tina. Get your rest, darling. Thank you for coming in and hanging out with us. Right, and then we're going to do the legs. So I'm going to grab Tiny. And for the legs, this is hitting, right, say your knees are going to be here. So we're going to fill in the legs. Okay, again, taper it when you get towards the bottom so she doesn't wind up with cankles. Right, and then the feet were just two little beans coming out in front. Okay, if you want to put where, right, you want to put where the knee is, so I'm going to taper this, taper that, right, and then I'm going to curve this side and curve that side. Right, and then where now my knees would have been up here, but I want to show you how to do them. All right, and then when you get to where the knee is, you do another little, so it's like a little indent where your knees are. Now mine's going to look weird because her knees aren't in the right spot, but I wanted to show you that you do that little indent right there. So thickest up here and then work your way down. And then for her, whatever color you're going to make her shoes. Okay, again, white in that color. So I gave her like sneakers. Okay. Yeah, right? Well, the knees should have been like up here, but I wanted to show it to you, so that's okay. Right? She's got really, really, really long legs. Or she's wearing her skirt up to her she's wearing her skirt up to that part. Okay, so shading the balloon, right? Shading the balloon. So the first thing you want to do is you're going to do dark edges, right? So I'm going to take Mini-Me. Right? Swirl, tap, dab, Mini-Me. And I'm going to take some red. And I'm just going to zigzag zoom. Close up, like Becky says. Okay, I'm going to zigzag zoom. Right, I'm going to outline it first. We're going to outline it first. So you stay in your lines. Okay, I'm going to wipe off my brush, and then we're going to just zigzag zoom this. Okay, keep zigging and zagging. Right, and then I'm going to take a whole lot of white with the red. Center, oh, need more white. Center and center. Wipe off my brush. And zigzag zoom that towards the outer edge. Very lightly. Very lightly. Very lightly. I'm going to take some more just red. Do my outer edge again. Right, get that little piece that's in there. Wipe off my brush. You can add a little bit of water to your brush. Right? A little extra water in your brush. And zigzag zoom again. Wipe off my brush. Do some dabs with your fingers if you want. Okay, I'm just doing some dabs. Wipe off my brush. And there is your shaded heart. And you can just, maybe like that's a little too bright down there, so I'm just going to grab some more red. Alright, flicky that in. Dab with my finger. Okay. So, it's not hard to do. And then the balloon you would shade. Let's do this one. Okay, so I have my balloon here. Tucked in, all tucky-tucky. All tucky-tucky. Okay, so the balloon, I'm going to grab small amounts of paint, guys. You can always build on top of it. So I'm going to take the darker paint, and I'm going to go at the bottom where it's connecting to the other balloon. And I'm going to go around the outside edge. Right? Wipe my brush off. Same thing. It's just tiny. Doing the same thing. Right? And you could always build it up. You could always build it up. So I'm going to grab some more red. Okay, and oh yes, that sounds like it would be really cool, Carolyn. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, try it out and then share it with me so I can see it on the post on my page. And then hit the like button. Oh, you guys are killing me, Smalls. Don't forget, replays are only available for 30 days, and then you have to head over to YouTube. Okay? Alright. And then the skirt, right? We put that darker in. I'm going to grab a little bit of extra water on my brush. I'm going to grab my pink. Okay. White and red. White and red. And you just zigzag zoom this in. Alright, I'm going to outline because I want to stay in my lines. Yeah, guys, if I don't have the interaction of the likes and the comments and all of that, that's not, my page is not going to grow, and we're not going to get any more fam. So I need you guys to hit the like button. Please. Please, please, please. Okay, and that purple we put in before is creating the shading for us. See that? You can still see the purple under there. And then if you want it to be more, even more so, if you want it to be even more apparent, okay, I'm just going to take some very light purple. Very light. And you can put in some more purple. Right? And then just zigzag zoom it into your pink. Alright, guys? And then Mr. Nifty. Thank you, guys. You guys are awesome. So with Mr. Nifty, okay, now you're just going to do your details, right? I put little laces and bows on her sneakers. Right? I put white in my flowers. Just dabbing white on top of them. I did a little bow for all the balloons the balloon strings to be gathered. Okay, I did a string on Mr. Balloon that got away. And then the strings coming down, okay, Mr. Nifty. I did the balloons that were in you know, the ones that are on the bottom here. And move your hand, not the brush. Right, come down, follow it through. And then I just took Mr. Nifty and I just filled these in with the lightest little strings you ever seen. So I kind of just flicked in. If you notice I'm doing this, I just flicked in. these extra little string pieces. Just little light flicks. Leave some spaces in between them. And then the same down here. And that's it, guys. That's all you need. If you're not going to do the shading or whatever, you could always try to do it on mine, but you could always turn around and just do the old, you know, white highlight trick, right? You could do that too. If you make all your balloons different colors, it's not going to matter if they're shaded or not shaded, but you could always do the little shoop, right, to give it more of a pop. Right? Again, you're going to do layer 3, layer 4, layer 5, layer 26,632. Until you get your colors as bright as you want them to be. Alright? And let's see. Let's do some roll call. So next Friday is going to be a how-to washes, glazes, splatters, all of that kind of stuff. Alright, guys, we had Marsha in here, Becky, Joan, Debbie, Kimberly, Nikki, Carrie, Lucinda, April, Tina, and Karen, and Sue, and Debbie. So you guys are awesome. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Always white. Always, always, always white. If you're using the craft paints, you don't need to do the white as much. But craft paints are hard to blend. If you're going to do them all different colors and not do the shading and highlights, then you can use your craft paint and you won't need to do as many layers and you won't need to add as much white. So those little tiny craft paints. Okay, April, happy birthday, darling. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dearest April. Happy birthday to you. Stolat, nježi nam. Stolat, nježi nam. Njestanaz, nježi nam. Nježi nam. Oh, well, then I'll sing to you again. Torture you on your birthday. All right, guys, you all warm my heart. Don't forget, 30 days over on YouTube. Hit that like button. Merchandise at evesartistry.com. Off the easel special, $50 off of my original with the balloons. No, it is not, Becky. Liquitex is not craft paint. I'm talking about the little apple, like apple barrel or whatever. They come like this for like $1 at Michael's. The ones that you can paint like on any surface. But Liquitex is straight up acrylic paint. Yeah, they're all acrylic paint. It's just the viscosity is different. So craft paint does more of a coverage and it dries very flat. Where basic acrylic paint, you have to do layers and layers and layers and layers. Yes. Exactly, April. These things. These things. That's craft paint. The ones that say cover any surface. All that good stuff. If you guys want to get yourself metallics, get craft paint metallics. Because they work very, very, very well. And they're a lot more affordable than getting metallic paint. Alright? Everybody have a great weekend. I love you all. You all warm my heart. And I'm going to see you next Friday. Okay? We're going to learn stuffs. Alright. Bye, everybody. Love ya.